Finally, the King has come back, and it is time for the 2020 NFL season. My God, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a year, as you all football fans know, without football, without sports for a while, it has been driving us crazy. So to finally see that happen, finally see our beloved sport come back, it makes our hearts warm, and it is time to get on the action. The field's about to get set. Everyone's about to start hitting. We're going to hear the pads popping, helmets clashing, all of it, because it is time for week one, everybody, of the NFL season. And let me tell you, I am so excited. I will finally be producing content every single week. I've been taking a little break. I've been going through some stuff, as everyone has during this quarantine. Hasn't been the easiest on us. But you know, we are back. And ladies and gentlemen, I have a special, and I mean a special video for you all. It is the NFL 2020 season week one prediction show. Before I get started, I'm going to throw out a couple of things. Of course, as always, you need to follow right here, right here. You see that right there? I got my hands messed up, Right here, though, follow us, The OTR Show, at The OTR Show on all your major social media networks. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. We're on all of it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Look up The OTR Show. Subscribe to all of our major streaming networks for the podcast: Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Buzzsprout, Google Podcasts, Spotify, all of it. And then, of course, don't be afraid to look at our website, www.overtheropesports.com, where you can see all of our videos there. You can access all of our podcasts. And then coming very soon, like possibly this Sunday soon, I will be dropping my very first article called An Off-Season Only in Washington, where your boy KingTy will discuss everything that's happened in Washington. This crazy off-season it's been. But before we get started with this whole prediction show, I just want to say, as you all know, it's a new era. So this has got to go. I botched that, but it's okay. That has got to go. And ladies and gentlemen, we are in a new era. We are in the era of the Washington football team. I got the new gear. Don't have the new jersey yet, so just excuse this right here. You gotta block it out there. We just block it out right there. No one can see that. It's okay. It's okay. But it is a new era in Washington. It is the Washington football team, coached by Ron Rivera. Very excited to see how this season goes. But I'm going to get right into these predictions, because let me tell you how excited I am for this weekend, this week. Everything coming up, it is finally here, so let's get it kicked off. And starting off with week one predictions, we have our very first game. It is the NFL kickoff. Thursday night at 8:20 p.m., you see the Texans take on the defending Super Bowl champions and the Kansas City Chiefs. And let me tell you, this is going to be a game, perfect game to get the season started. Deshaun Watson, of course, you all know he lost Hopkins this offseason. He went to the Cardinals. So we're looking at different kind of outings for wide receiver. How is that Texans offense going to be? Will it be the same? They got David Johnson, running back from the Cardinals, and returning that trade. Will he go over Duke Johnson? Will we see different receivers? You got Randall Cobb. You got Will Fuller. How is that offense going to work out? And then, of course, you got the Chiefs, returning Super Bowl champions. Teams practically the same. Running back game might be a little different with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Rookie running back just got drafted. Will he get some snaps? How will that Kansas City offense look? Practically the same under Andy Reid. Very excited for this game. And who do I think is going to win on Thursday night for the season opener? I believe with the Texans. And then with the Chiefs, I say that the Chiefs will take the very first game in the 2020 NFL season, proving that they are still that team. And then next we go to our Sunday games. And boy, let me tell you, NFL Sunday is packed. We have a bunch of good games. Everybody's season's getting kicked off. First off, you got the New York Jets going on to take on the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo Sunday at 1 p.m. Who do I think is going to win that game? You got the Jets, Le'Veon Bell. You have Sam Darnold. They're still under Adam Gase. So how is that going to go? As you all know, they lost Jamal Crawford. on the offseason. He went to the Seahawks. Is that defense going to be shaky this year? Are they going to be caught liable? They really don't have that much of a secondary to build. They're still strong, as you all know. Josh Allen has gotten a new receiving threat in Stephon Diggs, still around the same offense for Buffalo. Of course, that defense is still the same. They are very good, very strong. Who do I have taking this first Sunday game? And you already know I got the Buffalo Bills going over the Jets, and I say it's going to be a slammed action game, and I say the Bills just stick it straight down their throats and hit it out, honestly. It's going to be a packed game. I say Josh Allen has himself the game, carries Buffalo to the win. Then the next game, we got the Green Bay Packers traveling to Minnesota to take on the Vikings at 1 p.m. Aaron Rodgers. We still do not have a receiving threat for Aaron Rodgers in the draft. Packers, instead, they drafted a backup quarterback. So Aaron Rodgers, he's relying on Devontae Adams still practically. Jones as the running back. And then you go to the Vikings, you got Kirk Cousins. He's got some new threats. The Vikings had a great draft. You got guys like Dalvin Cook still. You got Adam Thielen. It's an overall solid defense as well. Who do I think is going to take this game? I believe it will be the Minnesota Vikings taking the first game, going 1-0 on the season, sending Green Bay to 0-1. Then our next game, it is going to be, of course, here we go, Washington fans. This is you. It is week 1, baby. We are having the Eagles versus the Washington football team. Philadelphia, them dirty, dirty birds, will travel on down to FedEx and face off week 1. Washington has been in a rebuild. We got second-year quarterback Dwayne Haskins coming out for his first starting season. Then you got a bunch of different offseason ads. You got guys like Antonio Gibson. Washington released Adrian Peterson. He's no longer a running back. So we got Antonio Gibson, guys like J.D. McKissick, Peyton Barber, Bryce Love. How will we see them? Then you got that rookie core. You got Terry McLaurin, Steven Sims. You got a veteran in Dontrell Inman, possibly shines of the AGG, Antonio Gandy Golden. It really just depends. It's going to be a very team. And then not to mention Washington's defense, Chase Young, that dirty line, Chase Young, Montez Sweat. You got Payne, Ioannidis, Allen, Settle. All those going to be rotating. Secondary, we brought Kendall Fuller back. You got Ronald Darby. You have different people like that. I'm really excited to see how that Washington team's going to do. And then, of course, on the Philadelphia side, you got Carson Wentz. He's still got Miles Sanders at running back. As wide receivers go, they got Rager, but we're not sure if he's hurt or not, so I don't know if he'll be playing game 1. That defense, they've taken some hits. Of course, their line still has some solid bodies on it. That secondary has taken some hits. They cut a lot of people, has some injury bugs going around, so it's going to be exciting to see. So who do I have in this game? None other than the Washington football team takes week 1, goes 1-0, and sets the pace for the season against the Eagles. Then we go to our next game at 1 o'clock. It is another rivalry game. The Browns travel to Baltimore against the Ravens. Can Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens bounce back from that playoff loss last year, getting knocked out? How will it happen? Will the Browns come up with a new head coach and Stefanski, the old offensive coordinator in Minnesota? How will that all work out? I believe that when Cleveland travels with Baker Mayfield, Odell Beckham, I think they're all going to be under that new offensive mind. They're going to get that together, and I believe you might see the Browns offense shine. And then you got the Ravens. Will the Ravens come out and go 1-0 in the season with Lamar Jackson? They got some additions on defense. They got pretty much practical same offense. I believe it'll be definitely a defensive loss that the Ravens took. Of course, as you all know, Earl Thomas is not with the Ravens anymore. He got released. That whole crazy fight on the field, and then you had the whole scandal with him and his brother in bedroom with the same girl. You know, girlfriend came up, brought a gun, did all that crazy stuff. But I'm not going to talk about that because, listen, just leave the drama for your mama. And if you're running trains with your brother, just make sure it's not recorded and make sure you cut your Snapchat map off. But anyways, you're good, Earl Thomas. Who will take week 1 in this game? And I believe it will be the Baltimore Ravens goes over the Browns. But I don't think the Browns are going to be done for the Ravens yet. I think the Ravens might be vulnerable this year, but we will see. Then we go on to our next 1 o'clock game. It is the Indianapolis Colts versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Colts takes in a new quarterback in Phillip Rivers. has some offseason keys, got some weapons on offense, got some weapons on defense. They're an all-around solid team. And then, of course, you got the Jacksonville Jaguars. They've taken some losses. Gardner Minshew still at quarterback, still trying to work out that offense. You got losses on defense. Njoku is gone. Different kind of keys there that's going to hurt Jacksonville. Who do I think takes this week 1 win against the Colts and the Jaguars? I say it's Phillip Rivers, leads the Colts with a strong offensive line and some offensive threats to the win in week 1. Then our next game, you got the Las Vegas Raiders. No, not the Oakland. They're in Vegas now. This is Vegas, baby. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but they're traveling to Carolina to face off with the Panthers. You know, Panthers got a new coach. I forgot his name, though. The old coach from Baylor, I believe what it was, but I forgot his name. So my bad. But they got a new quarterback. Teddy Bridgewater signed with the Panthers. Of course, they still got Christian McCaffrey. How will that all work out? They added Robbie Anderson on their team. So they got some new threats. Along on defense, they got a solid defense. Had an entire defensive draft. Did not draft a single offensive player. As for the Raiders go, you still got Carr as your quarterback, as we've seen. You got Marcus Mariota possibly slipping in there sometime. You never know. John Gruden, they've taken some losses. They've gotten some weird trades. Drafted guys like Henry Ruggs. Definitely going to be an offensive threat. Solid offense with some threats and a decent defense. So who is going to take this week 1 win? I say the Las Vegas Raiders will go 1-0 in the first week against the Carolina Panthers. And then on to our next 1 o'clock game. The Chicago Bears will travel to Detroit to take on the Lions. The Chicago Bears, you've got Mitchell Trubisky competing with Nick Foles in a starting job. Trubisky just got named starting quarterback, so we'll see how they do. Decent. They're, you know how the Bears are. Yeah, they got some players. They don't got some players. They're kind of mid, but we'll see. Then you got the Detroit Lions. You got Matthew Stafford. I believe he didn't opt out. I think he's coming back, so he might be at quarterback. Take off the Lions. You got some offensive threats there. Of course, they just signed Adrian Peterson as their running back, so possibly he'll go there to play a couple snaps, maybe get that starting role. Not exactly sure yet, but we'll see how that goes. So Bears, Lions, who do I got? I got the Detroit Lions going over the Chicago Bears. Surprisingly shocked. Didn't expect me to say that, but I did. Our next 1 o'clock game, you got the Seattle Seahawks will travel down to the ATL to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Seahawks, you got Russell Wilson, Chris Carson. Same offense, pretty much same defense, except they added Jamal Crawford. So they kind of got that defensive boom back here. Then for Atlanta, you got Matt Ryan still at quarterback. They just added a threat in and Todd Gurley, running back, just got signed by the Falcons. Well, how will that work out? Will he be a big play in their offense if he stays healthy? I think it might possibly be, but who do I got taking this week 1 matchup? I got my boy Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks going over Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons in week 1, taking that 1-0. Then our next game, we got the rivalry. It's another rivalry game. At 1 o'clock, you got the Miami Dolphins, led by the new starting quarterback. He's not very new, but it's just announced. Ryan Fitzpatrick. Cam Fitzmagic, release that power and go into New England to Gillette to take on the New England Patriots with their new starting quarterback, Cam Newton. Cam Newton won the starting quarterback job. Cam Newton won the captain job on the team. He's saying he's loving it in New England. It's a dream come true. This is a perfect fit for him. How is he going to go in that offense with guys like Julian Edelman, guys like N'Keal Harry, guys like James White in the backfield? How will the Patriots do in this game? I believe that they've taken a lot of loss on defense. Their defense will not be. They've had opt-outs, they've had holdouts, they've had cuts, they've had releases. They've gotten down. But that Dolphins team, I don't think, even though they're on the way up, I don't think they're there yet. I don't think the Fitzmagic is going to shine in New England. So I'm going Cam Newton takes the Patriots 1-0 on the season. Then that was our last 1 o'clock game. So now we're going to 4:05 p.m. We're traveling to Cincinnati, where Tyrod Taylor, the starting quarterback of the LA Chargers, makes his way down to Bengal country and faces off with Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. How's this game going to go? Chargers got a good defense. Chargers have a good offense. They got the keys. Can Tyrod make it work? I say they do, because Joe Burrow, even though he's got some threats like A.J. Green in the offense, they do not have an offensive line, and I think that is going to hurt them seriously. That's going to punch them in the chest. It's going to hurt. It's going to be bad. I say Tyrod Taylor comes into Cincinnati, takes that win. Chargers go up 1-0 on the season. Then our next game at 4:25 p.m., you see the Cardinals. The Cardinals, you got Kyler Murray. You got Larry Fitzgerald. And you also have DeAndre Hopkins, that new addition to the Arizona Cardinals for their offensive threat. Is their defense, can they hold up against the 49ers? Because, you know, the 49ers are coming back for that Super Bowl revenge. Are they going to be as good as they once was? Who knows? Because just like Toby Keith says, I ain't as good as I once was. I think that the 49ers might get a little vulnerable. They might get punched in the throat here, but I say even though in San Francisco they are going to take that gold and go 1-0 over the Cardinals in the first week. Then at 4:25, we got rivalry time. Here's the quarterback matchup that we have all been waiting for, and we get to see it 2 times a year now. Tom Brady, newest quarterback on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, will travel down to NOLA, hit up New Orleans, and go against Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Tom Brady, he's got a team around him, ladies and gentlemen. You got Brady, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, just signed a running back in Leonard Fournette. They still got Ronald Jones at running back. They have a defense. They have Gronk. They got it all. Can Brady do something in Tampa Bay? And let me tell you, when they go to the New Orleans Saints, guess what's going to happen? Drew Brees isn't ready, and I got it going on right here. Here we go. Tampa Bay goes 1-0 against the New Orleans Saints in week 1. Next up, we got the revenge game from last year. It was how the NFC East was going to be set. We got that Cowboys. We got the Rams. Dak Prescott, Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, Ezekiel Elliott. That defense took some losses, but they're still sturdy. Then you got LA Rams. You still got Jared Goff. You still got guys like, Cooper Kupp. You got running backs. They got a decent team. It's still not that greatest team that you can imagine. They got a decent defense. It's still Aaron Donald. They still got the presence of Aaron Donald on defense. Can they go host the Cowboys in LA to face off? Will they win? No, they will not. I say the Cowboys will go 1-0 on the season against the LA Rams, and then we come in our first. That was Sunday night at 8:20. My bad, I forgot to put the time. That is your Sunday night game. And then for week 1, we're wrapping it up with 2 Monday night games. We got back-to-back, baby. It's Monday Night Football. The Pittsburgh Steelers will travel on up to the New York Giants to face off Daniel Jones. You know, they got a new coach. They got Joe Judge, the Giants do. They got Daniel Jones. They still got Saquon Barkley. New offensive coordinator in Jason Witten. How will the Giants offense mesh? Do I think they will mesh good? Probably not. Do I think they can win this game? Hell no, because the Pittsburgh Steelers are coming in. Big Ben's looking for revenge. They got the keys. You got Juju. You got James Conner. They got a dirty defense. And ladies and gentlemen, they're coming to beat the New York Giants week 1 to go 1-0. Monday night at 7:10 p.m. And then the final game on Monday night to end week 1 madness, we got the Tennessee Titans. Ladies and gentlemen, the Tennessee Titans. You still got that solid back in Derrick Henry. You got Ryan Tannehill as your starting quarterback. You got offenses on the ball, A.J. Brown on wide receiver. Then you got that defense. They just signed Jadeveon Clowney. Is that going to make an impact? Don't know. But they got a decent defense. But they did lose somebody. They did lose some defensive keys, but they also gained a couple. You know, it's kind of ish. And they take on the Denver Broncos. In Denver, they travel mile high. Let's get high with the Broncos because it is Drew Lock versus Ryan Tannehill. Drew Lock's got some offensive weapons. He's got guys like Noah Fant. He's got guys like Jerry Jeudy. He's got guys like, I forget the running back. I forgot. But Melvin Gordon, the running back of the Denver Broncos. I don't know if he's starting or not, but even if he does, that's an impact. Will the Broncos and that defense that is not bad at all go on and take over with the Titans? And I say Titans go to the Mile High City and get pushed down low because, baby, you ain't getting high in Denver tonight. Drew Lock takes his Denver Broncos at 10:20 p.m. and beats the Tennessee Titans to go 1-0 and end the week 1 of the NFL season madness, and that is exactly what I have. But I'm not done yet, guys. I'm not done. I got this piece of paper right here. It's a good piece of paper. I have my season predictions. Who do I think is going to wrap up the season. But guess what? I'm not doing in this video, so you'll have to stay tuned for my next video where I will say what I think the final season rankings will be. Who do I think is going to the Super Bowl? How will the playoffs look? How will all that happen? Check it out. It'll be on our YouTube channel. Look up the OTR show. It'll be all streaming on all of our last parts. We got all of the biggest streaming networks: iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Music, Buzzsprout, Google Podcasts. And if you don't want to go and subscribe, which I suggest you definitely should subscribe and like and follow and do all that great stuff, and then head over to my personal Twitter and like and follow and do all that great stuff at OTR KingTy. You can always go to the website www.overtheropes.com. Right here, I messed up my fingers again, but overtheropesports.com. Check us out. You can get all of our videos, all of our podcasts, all of the good stuff. And before I end this video, I just wanted to give a huge shout out because, I got to take the hat off. I've been trying, and it's come along. It's all right. But my people over at Truly Hard Seltzers, I've been going for a sponsorship. I've been trying to get what I wanted. And they got me a little something. They gave me this cool hat, and they gave me this amazing Truly koozie. So here's the deal, guys. If you all travel over to our Twitter account at the OTR Show, follow, like, and retweet my giveaway tweet, I will be giving away one of these cool Truly Hard Seltzer. I can't really. Hold on. Let me see. One of these cool Truly Hard Seltzer koozies. They're perfect for your Truly lemonades. And, of course, ladies and gentlemen, the only Truly way to stay sauce is with Truly lemonades. As always, KingTy, I'm out of here. Stay sauce.